Hey guys, today's April 6th. It's a beautiful Monday, and I got a question from a student about if monthly tasks should be broken up into daily tasks. And what he means by that is instead of saying, I want to make $30,000 this month, he could instead say, I want to make $1,000 today. And I think it's super important that any of you guys with any monthly or yearly goals, you should 1,000% just break them down to daily goals. Because daily goals are real. Daily goals, you can be like, okay, if I want to make $30,000 a month, that means I have to make $1,000 a day every single day. And now you can start to ask yourself the real questions that actually matter, right? Like, how am I going to make $1,000 today? How many products will I have to sell? How many clients will I have to close, right? Now you can ask yourself the actual important questions, which are, what am I going to do today to reach this goal? The important thing of daily goals is it makes everything real, right? There are so many people out there in the world who say, I want to make $1 million a year, right? Everyone always says it. I want to make $1 million a year. I want to make $1 million a year. Cool. How much money is that per day that you have to make, right? No one ever knows that answer. I don't even know the answer to that. What? Is it $3,000 a day? Is it $30,000 a day? I haven't done the math, but I do know that no one's thinking about that daily goal because no one's actually serious about making it real. When you become very serious about your goals, when you actually sit down and you're like, no, this isn't a dream. I actually have to make this real. That's when you start to think about, what does that actually look like? What does $1 million a year actually look like? How many dog chew toys will I have to sell per day, every day on average to make $1 million profit a year? What does it look like? What is it really? I want you guys to get in this really, really good habit of whatever you want, you should ask yourself, like, what does that look like? What would I have to do today to be able to make that even close to real, right? If you're trying to make $30,000 a month, you better make $1,000 a day. There's no other way around it. You better make $1,000 or more today. Today better be the day you make $1,000 or more. Maybe you close a client for $5,000 a month. Cool. That's $5,000 you made today. No problem. Great. Now you're going to have to do that again in 5 days if you want to keep it up. These are the questions you should be asking yourself. And this is why I'm telling all of you guys, only focus on your daily goals. If any of you guys really want to have this long-term goal, this yearly goal, this monthly goal, this 10-year plan, if any of you guys do, go break it down into days now. Break it down into days and ask yourself what it actually looks like. How many clients will you need to close today to be able to reach or be on track to have that goal accomplished? How many of your product, how much of your service do you need to sell to get what you want? Because now you can ask yourself the important stuff such as, okay, how am I going to sell 200 dog chew toys today? How am I going to sell 2 dog chew toys today? How am I actually going to reach my dreams? Because if you guys don't actually look at your dreams in a realistic, what do I do today point of view, you're never going to reach them. You're going to end up like everyone else. And I've seen so many people in my life of, I want to be rich. I want to make $1 million a year. And that's what they think. They're like, I want to make $1 million a year. They never think, I need to sell 222 dog chew toys today. How am I going to sell 222 dog chew toys today? And that's why they never do it. That's why they never accomplish their dreams or their goals. So for any of you guys who really are serious about accomplishing what you want in your life, break it down into the daily goals. Break it down. If your goal is to become, a dentist, you should ask yourself, okay, what do I need to do every day until that day to actually become a dentist? Maybe you need to make sure that you get straight A's on every single homework assignment that you submit today. Maybe you need to get straight A's on every single test you take today. Break every long-term goal and plan into what you need to actually do every single day, because that's the only way to make it real. It's the only way to actually get anything. And for your guys' assignment today, it's going to be really, really simple. I want you to simply do the math on your goals. Maybe you have a goal of you just want to make $15,000 a month. Cool. Let's do the math on it. How much money is that per day that you need to make on average? And let's break it down even further. How much of your product or service do you need to sell to be able to make that amount of profit? Break it down. It's very important. Hopefully this makes sense, and hopefully this helps.